can see that we've engaged with a lot of different industries. There's a lot of really fun videos online, but the robot, commonly will be used for packaging, kitting, for electronics, machine tending, ICT testing. But the fun thing is that we are also, as you may know, we have a robot currently, Baxter, that is both a manufacturing robot, but then also a research robot that we're sending out to research institutions to kind of help us think about new applications, or sort of co-educating the next breed of manufacturers and also of roboticists. So there are probably applications we haven't even thought of yet, but there are very few industries that we haven't touched yet. Initially, when we created Baxter, it was very hardware driven, of course, and now as we kind of expand and we're currently in the process of launching our next robot, Sawyer, and as we look to expand applications, we're really software driven. And it's the software that enables the hardware to have better sensing, to make better choices when confronted with varying situations that, oh, it didn't place right that time. Okay, I can go back in this way or that way. So the robot is intelligent enough to have various trajectories to try when the first one doesn't work. A typical Baxter robot is about $25,000. So that is at a price point that can be made, decision to purchase can be made at a much lower level in a larger organization, or for a smaller organization, it's not prohibitive to bring it in. Traditional industrial robots, we're talking, upwards of $1 million, or at least you're starting at $250,000 plus all the time to integrate the robot and the footprint. So the idea of a $25,000 or a $30,000 price point is at a place where people say, yes, that's I can see the return on investment pretty quickly on that, and that's a price I can deal with. So one of the challenges that we've had, and it's sort of apropos of our name, Rethink Robotics, is re-educating people about what automation can look like, what a robot can be, that a robot doesn't have to be this big, scary, unusable, expensive thing, that it actually can be a tool that is engaging with me, with you, with anyone who's using it, and create all sorts of opportunities for making things you didn't think were possible before. Well, what's really exciting, as I've mentioned before, is that we're launching Sawyer, and that will be within the next month. Sawyer is more precise. It's a smaller robot. We, in talking with a lot of people with whom we have relationships to whom we've sold Baxter before, that I could really use a robot that's smaller, it's more precise than Baxter, can get into smaller spaces, and so that will be the difference with Sawyer. Baxter is fantastic at pick and place, at taking something somewhere and putting it somewhere else. As I said, machine tending, fixturing. And then as we go toward Sawyer, we're talking about a little bit more focus into electronics. It's much smaller spaces. As I said, ICT testing.